Welcome back guys, to another episode of Cute Angel and Supernatural Harem Anime, but last time we saw that Noelle thinks that only Shintaro is her friend and wanted to go out with him for a movie, but sadly he had late night shift, so his other girls accompanied Noelle to the movie. She thinks they are Shintaro's friends until now, but realized she was wrong. They all think Noelle as her friends and her long wish of making several friends came true, but Noelle feels Shin is different from them, not like friends, but more than that, but it's her first love. So Noelle didn't know that she's in love with Shin and thinks Shin is her bestie. Then after some time, in a scorching heat of summer, Lily invited Shin and Tawa to an occult research club summer camp. Because other girls were coming, Shin and Tawa also decided to tag along and came to the address Lily gave, but it was a huge building's address for some reason. Then a guard appears because she recognizes them as Lily's friends and takes them all to the roof where they see a freaking helicopter has been prepared for them to get to the summer camp. It took them to Hijui's family vacation home and everyone were still thrilled with the ride just now. Then Tsumugi noticed its Tsurumi Enterprise mark, one of the leading business groups from Japan, so Lily again reminds them that Hijui's grandfather is the boss of the Kappa Federation, which secretly runs Japan, so she's a big shot. Then Hijui takes them to the home and is greeted by two twin maids, Kujaku and Aoi. Things are just getting interesting because Shin is the only guy around in between superb maids and waifus. Plus this house even has a beautiful pond that was known to be built in the Edo period of Japan by one of the Tsurumi. They made this to use for irrigation and to create a strong foothold, but there is a legend to this pond as well. It says two lovers who share their shiri or whatever here met their maker. But she meant to say they will be together forever till death. But Shin raised a very good question, what is shiri or whatever? But the twins got shy showing like he asked something perverted, so Shin knew it's better left unasked. After which they gets to the room and everything was so traditional here, and Lily wants to start her research but after dinner so they could enjoy the rest of the time. Now what to do in the free time, so twins suggested for a sumo match. They are pro in it because Kappa loves sumo wrestling since ancient time. And not to mention the cucumber too, but no one's interested in it, so Aoi suggested to have fun in the ocean to kill the time. They have prepared all variety of the swim suits for them, but sadly there was none for a man. That gave them a shock because they just realized Shin is a boy, which gathered a lot of attention from maids, so he ended up borrowing the shorts only. They were all shocked because at first they thought Shin was faking his gender, but who knew Hijui became friends with a boy. Which reminds Shin that Hijui does seem uncomfortable talking to boys, so the twins said she's the heir and she must remain pure, so she was always surrounded by girls. Then there the little angel showed up in her awesome swim suit along with other family members in their swim suits. Shin could barely contain himself as well as Tsumugi. There Noelle wanted to play volleyball but bro passed the offer and suddenly Lily gave him a heart attack. So once again she's a vampire and Sun is not her bestest of friends. So Tsurumi Company made this full body getup which comes with liquid cooling. Then Noelle took the guy to have fun and everyone followed along. They were shining too much to make anyone jealous and then cooked a barbecue for lunch. That reminds Noelle, and she tells Shin that when Tawa first saw the ocean, she began to wonder how much salt package it would have taken to make the water salty. That was a rare moment but Shin missed it. Then he gives the corn to Hijui, but girl got cold because Shin used her first name. But she was still fine with it even though she was shy. Then Tawa comes to him and sits down beside him. She was enjoying her first time experience on the beach, but she was still shy wearing such short clothes. Then time flew by enjoying at beach and their maids came in to inform them about hot springs. But it's only for ladies so Shin had to wait until they are done or he could go wash up at well. But Noelle thought Shin will come to take a peek, but this was one of the fictions she had imagined. That happens everywhere. So Shin took the second option and their Lily just came by to show her swim suit and left. Then on the other side, girls were enjoying their time and Noelle got dizzy and thought Shin should join them. Tsumugi got two dirty thoughts but Noelle didn't mean it that way. But she saw Tawa was wonderfully developed and compared to her she's still lacking. Even Noelle was the same so she was sad why her growth is slow. But on the sidelines, Shin was bored. And the maid came to say, they accept him because Hijui is happy, but in the events, if he does anything to her he would have a hard time. So with that threat, our family enjoyed the super meal and had fun later on. But everyone were exhausted from playing around, so they gets to bed early in. But Shin remembers now he could use the bath, so he goes over there, and shockingly Hizui was there, so he thought to get back, but Hizui told him he could stay as she felt bad. They were using the rock to separate them, and there Hizui thanked the guy because she knew that other girls came here only because Shin decided to join. That's why Hizui thinks Shin is special, that makes other people feel comfortable with him. Even Lily is happy when Shin is around, so Shin thought she joined their school because of Lily. But that wasn't the case. They were friends from middle school, and in those days she saved an old hag from drowning, and she said Hizui should stay in a normal environment and a new world will open up for her. Then she offered Talisman, which Shin knew who this hag might be, but in any case, that's why she joined their school instead of all-girls school, and looking at things now, she was glad she joined this school. That ended the bath, and their maids kidnapped the guy to have a sumo match. Because they knew what happened, so this was Shin's punishment. And sadly, our episode 11 comes to an end. However, if you haven't seen the previous episodes of this anime, I have created a playlist where you can watch all of them, playlist link in the description, so watch the previous episodes to understand the storyline. Until then, take care.